Welcome to EXP Plus, your conference expanded. One of the hidden secrets at the annual AIHce EXP conference is the CareerAdvantage Fair. Now raise your hand if you've never heard of this hidden gem. So in the past, career fairs were places where you went secretly on the down low, hoping none of your coworkers or your supervisors spotted you going in, because those fairs were primarily focused on companies at the conference looking to do interviews and hire from those in attendance. If you went, you basically announced to everybody in existence that you were either unemployed or you were unhappy with your current job and you were trying to find a greener pasture. But those days are long gone. It's an outdated stigma. With today's fluid workforce, career events like AIH's CareerAdvantage is more about elevating your worth as a professional and finding the right opportunities that fit your personal career path. So joining me today is Brandy Kissel, Carl Saul, and Bill Nichols from AIH's Career and Employment Services Committee. And we're going to talk a little bit about what the CareerAdvantage Fair has to offer for every attendee. Welcome, guys.
Thank you for having us, Ben. Appreciate that. And just so you know, I'm excited. I'm excited to get back together this year in Nashville and continue forward with our committee work. We've gone through tremendous changes over the years, from having the job board postings where everybody would meet to trying to elevate the career development, not just for seeking new opportunities, but also developing your skill set for being able to elevate yourself within your current organization. Look for new opportunities and promote yourself. We offer resume reviews. We offer mock interviewing. We offer opportunities to network with other individuals, and then growth professional development sessions and trying to help people trying to help people understand some skills in how to look for either a new opportunity internally or externally within the organization that they're supporting.
Yeah, Bill, and I think you bring up some good points. There is a little bit of the traditionalness about it. We can do the resume critiques and the mock interviewing, which is great. Those are skills we all need. And that doesn't just mean skills when you're out interviewing for a new job. Those same skills, the company I'm in, we do a lot of bid proposals. So it's always good to keep your resume updated for that type of work. And you get interviewed on a regular basis. It may not be a formal interview, but it could be maybe for some work for your job. It could even be interviewing, going to your school and getting interviewed about, hey, a career fair, what do you do? And these things are all important. It's important to get out there and talk to other professionals, whether, you're at a professional association meeting, or you're just out for lunch with a bunch of friends. To really know what your career is about and what you're doing, and make those relationships that, most jobs, especially as you work your way up in your career, is through reference. Somebody says, hey, I know somebody that would be great for that position, and they reach out for you. Unfortunately, many of those jobs, they're just not found on job boards like LinkedIn and Indeed and that type of stuff. It's really about networking.
And that brings into mind one of our events that we have at the CareerAdvantage is a speed networking event. It is an event where you can practice those interpersonal skills and interview techniques with folks from all levels of industrial hygiene, such a broad category. And the speed networking event is something that you'll have people who are recent graduates or soon to be graduate to people who are tenured, from consulting to manufacturing to government. It's an opportunity to really hone in on branding yourself, which is another one of our events that we'll be having Monday at the Expo Hall, where we talk about differentiating yourself through superior communication skills and your personal brand. What are some things to do to help communicate with prospective employers and potentially prospective opportunities like FLI?
I will say the speed networking events are always pretty cool because when I first started with AIHA, I attended a couple of them just on the off chance. I mean, obviously I'm not an industrial hygienist, but I work closely with a lot of you in the profession, and it was so cool to meet a lot of different people. I actually created a lot of contacts that way that I still talk to and say hi to at the conferences. And that's always I think it's probably one of the best events that the fair puts on. And Carl made a really good point about the resumes, and I hadn't thought about that, but there are a lot of times where you have to represent and do bids with other contractors, and you do need to present a critical summary of your experience. And I think that's a really great way to think about doing the interviews and the resumes. You got to get out of the thinking it's not just job hunting now. It's really just about your personal branding and what you represent in the skill set wise.
Well, it definitely is. And for us, I think that we've kind of taken the Career and Employment Services Committee out of the, let's meet up and talk about what jobs are available, to providing tools and opportunities for members, AIHA members and student members, all facets of the organization, to be able to enhance their toolbox and looking for sharpening their resume from career portfolios, for instance, as Carl mentioned, being able to document the projects and the wins and the experiences that you have, and be able to showcase that. And we've really made it about networking and trying to develop those soft skills as well.
Yeah, and I think what's important to remember, although we have a career fair going on, the whole conference is really a career fair. Because there's a lot of networking opportunities. I mean, there's great PDC courses out there that talk about leadership or different skill sets you need. Again, there's a lot of pop-up sessions. I know I'm doing one on, should I work internationally? So if you've ever thought about that, whether if it's your job taking you to do international stuff on a temporary basis or actually taking a career on doing international. And then even, some of the afternoon events, the evening events. I know a couple of years ago, some friends and I were around and trying to figure out how to keep the morning or the evening a little more entertaining. And I said, okay, well, by the end of the day, you have to give me the names of 2 people that you've met at this event that you didn't know previously. And it was fantastic because over the next couple of days, I kept running into people that I had, just walked up and started talking to and introduced myself. And it was a great relationship building opportunity. So it's a good thing to think of the whole conference as being a career building event.
It's also an opportunity to get involved. So one of the ways I got involved was Bill was one of the first people to ever give me a resume critique. And I came back and joined the committee. So it's an opportunity to get involved and participate in something different, something new. And Career Advantage is one of the places where you can meet most of the committee members. We hang out there, we talk, we collaborate with each other. We do the mock interviewing, we do career counseling and resume critiques year round, not just at Career Advantage. So it's an opportunity to just grow, do the personal growth. Have you ever thought of hiring somebody? Do you know the tools that you need to do that? And Career and Employment Services is one of those tools that you can use to build that.
Great. Well, it sounds like it's going to be a really cool event this year, especially now that we're coming back after a couple years virtual. So we'll look forward to seeing you guys at the Career Advantage Fair at AIHce EXP. And I thank you guys for joining me today. This is EXP Plus, your conference content expanded.